Hi all, welcome to EduTap. I hope all of you are healthy and preparing well for upcoming exams. And when we talk about these exams, then current affairs plays a really very important part. And we all know that reports and indices are once again a very important part of these current affairs, and that is the reason I am here with a very interesting session in which we will be discussing the India's rank in important indices for year 2021. So my dear learners, if you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of these lectures. To join the Telegram channel, kindly click on the link given in the description below. So now let's move on to the session. Let's get started. So my dear learners, today we will be discussing the India's rank in important indices for year 2021, which is really very important from the exam point of view. So if we talk about the today's session, then today we will be discussing this particular session on two dimensions majorly. First one, the releasing body of the report, and the second one will be the top ranker as well as India's rank. So now let's directly move on to the session. Let's get started. So here is the very first report. Here if we talk about the climate change performance index, so my dear learners, recently the 17th edition of the climate change performance index was being released, and which was the releasing body. This index was being released by German Watch, New Climate Institute and Climate Action Network. See, whenever you are covering these reports, you are required to cover the releasing body, because this is the very basic thing on which the questions are being asked in the exam, and we have seen such kind of questions in previous year exams as well. And my dear learners, if we talk about the top ranker, the country which has topped this particular climate change performance index, then Denmark is the country which has topped this particular index. And if we talk about the India's rank, then India was on the 10th position among all the countries in the 17th edition of climate change performance index. So whenever you are covering these kinds of reports and indices, you are required to remember the name of the report, the body which has released this report, and then the country which has topped this particular report, that is the top performing country. And then the most important part is India's rank, that what exactly is India's rank in that particular index. So I hope that this is very much clear. Now let's move on to the next report, that is Global Drug Policy Index. So my dear learners, this particular index was being recently released by Harm Reduction Consortium, and Norway was the country which has topped this particular Global Drug Policy Index. And if we talk about India, then India stood at 18th position in the Global Drug Policy Index. So if a question comes in exam on the Global Drug Policy Index, kindly remember that India's performance was that India stood at 18th position in the Global Drug Policy Index. Moving on to the next report, my dear learners, this year 16th edition of the Global Hunger Index 2021 Hunger and Food System in Conflict Setting report was being released. And this report, I am marking the star here, this report is really very important. And all the people who are preparing for the NABARD phase 2 exam, please make sure that you remember this particular report, because it is really very important from the NABARD grade A phase 2 exam point of view. So if we talk about the releasing body of this report was being released by Concern Worldwide and World Hunger Life. Okay. And if we talk about the top ranker, it was being topped by Somalia. And if we talk about India's rank, then my dear learners, India's rank was 101st in the Global Hunger Index 2021. And if we talk about the edition, it was 16th edition of this particular report. Moving on to the next report, the Global Food Security Index, once again a very important report, and this report has been released by Economist Impact and Corteva Agri Science. Okay, if we talk about the top performing country of this particular report, then Ireland is the nation which has topped this particular Global Food Security Index 2021. And if we talk about India, India stood at 71st position in this Global Food Security Index 2021. Once again, kindly remember the India's rank in the Global Hunger Index 2021 as well as Global Food Security Index 2021. See, in the Global Food Security Index, India was on 71st position. And if we talk about the Global Hunger Index 2021, India's position was 101st. So I hope that I believe that you will be able to remember this. Now let us move on to the next report, that is Henley Passport Index 2021. So my dear learners, this report, this index, that is Henley Passport Index 2021, has been released by Henley and Partners. And if we talk about the top performing nations in this index, then this index has been topped by Japan and Singapore together. And after a very long time, there is a country which has matched the performance of Japan, because earlier Japan was a country which used to top this particular index. If we talk about the India's performance, then my dear learners, India's performance, India's rank was 90th in the Henley Passport Index 2021. I hope that this is very much clear. Now let us move on to the next report, that is being launched by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and the title of the report is Industrial Park Rating System Report 2.0. This 2.0 suggests the addition of the report, that is this particular report was the second edition of this particular report, that is Industrial Park Rating System. And if we talk about the releasing body, then it has been released by Ministry of Commerce and Industry. And if we talk about the top performing state among this particular report, then it was Gujarat, which comprises of 8% of the total SEZs and total parks in India. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And Gujarat is the name of the state which you are required to remember regarding this particular report. And if we talk about the releasing body, it has been released by Ministry of Commerce and Industry. I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. Now let us move on to the next slide. And here the very first report is Accidental Deaths and Suicides in India Report 2020. See, this particular report has been released by the National Crime Records Bureau. And if we talk about the key findings of this particular report, this report states that if we talk about the worst state all over India, when we talk about this particular report, that is Accidental Deaths and Suicides in India Report 2020, then the worst state was Maharashtra with 4006 suicides in the farm sector. And if we talk about the overall scenario in India, then suicides in India has increased by 10% from 2019 to an all-time high of 1,53,052 in the pandemic year of 2020. So this is once again a very serious cause of concern for all over India. And my dear learners, these are the two very important points that you are required to remember from this report. That is, suicides in India has increased by 10% from 2019 to 2020. And if we talk about the worst performing state, then it was Maharashtra with the maximum number of 4006 suicides in the farm sector. And if I talk about the releasing body, it has been released by National Crime Records Bureau. I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. Now let us move on to the next one, that is State Energy Efficiency Index 2020. So if we talk about the releasing body of this report, see, this particular index has been released by the Bureau of Energy Efficiency in association with the Alliance for an Energy Efficient Economy. And if we talk about the key findings, then my dear learners, here in this particular index, Karnataka was the top performing state with a score of 70, and on the second position it was Rajasthan with a score of 61. So if we talk about the key takeaway from this particular report, then it is the Karnataka which has topped this particular State Energy Efficiency Index 2020, and it has been released by BEE in association with AEEE. I hope that you will be able to remember this particular part. And now let us move on to the next report, that is once again very important report. And why so? Because it has been released by World Economic Forum. Okay, so the title of the report was Mission 2070, a Green New Deal for a Net Zero India. See, recently our Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also announced during the COP26 summit that India is going to achieve the net zero carbon emissions by year 2070. And if we talk about this report which is being launched by World Economic Forum, then the title of the report is the Mission 2070, a Green New Deal for a Net Zero India. I hope that you will be very able to easily link this particular report with that announcement made by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. And if we talk about the key findings, then this report says that India's transition to this net zero economy, where there will be net zero carbon emission, then This is going to create over 50 million jobs, and it is going to contribute more than $1 trillion in the economic impact by year 2030 and around $15 trillion by year 2070. So these values and these years are really very important to be remembered by you when you will be covering this report. See, this particular session has been conducted here for so that we can get maximum things in this minimum amount of time, and that is the reason that we have brought this particular session. And if we talk about the last report for our today's session, that is the logistic ease across different states leads 2021 report. So my dear learners, this was the third edition of this report, which was being recently released by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. If we talk about this report analyzes the performance of the logistic ecosystem which is present in our Indian states. And if we talk about the states which has topped this particular report, then my dear learners, Gujarat is the state which has topped this particular report. See, this particular report divides the Indian states and union territories in three different categories. First one was states, second is northeastern states and Himalayan union territories, and third one is union territories. So my dear learners, if we talk about the states, then Gujarat is the state which has topped this particular leads report 2021. If we talk about the northeastern states and Himalayan UTs, then it has been topped by Jammu and Kashmir. And if we talk about the other union territories, then it has been topped by Delhi. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And now, my dear learners, I have also having the latest GDP estimates. So in this particular thing, we will be discussing the latest GDP estimates of India, which is being provided by various other organizations. Okay, see, in the exam we always say that there are one or two questions which are being based on these latest GDP estimates, and that is the reason that you are required to cover these estimates, and they are really very important from the exam point of view. So if we talk about these GDP estimates, then these are being given by various organizations such as Reserve Bank of India, IMF, OECD, CRISIL, United Nations, UNCTAD, then we have NCAER, we have Moody's, the World Bank, as well as Fitch Ratings, and various other organizations as well. So we will be discussing the GDP estimates forecasted by these organizations one by one for various financial years of India. So let's get started with these GDP estimates. And my dear learners, here is the table. You can see this particular table. If we talk about the very first column, it talks about the various organizations. The second column talks about the fiscal year 2020-2021. The third column is about the fiscal year 2021-2022, which is the very most important for your exams right now. And if we talk about the fourth column, that is the last column, then it is related to financial year 2022 to 23. So here you can see our first organization is ICRA, and it has forecasted that India's GDP growth rate will be 9% in year 2021-2022. If we talk about the second organization, that is CARE, the CARE has projected India's growth forecast to 9 to 9.2% for fiscal year 2021 and 2022. If we talk about the Moody, then Moody has suggested that India was having a contraction in the GDP with a contraction of 7.3% for the fiscal year 2020-2021. And when we talk about the fiscal year 2021-2022, then India's GDP growth rate is 9.3% for the fiscal year 2021-2022, and for 2022-2023, India's growth rate will be 7.9%. I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And if we talk about the India ratings, then once again there was a contraction of 7.3% in India's economy for fiscal year 2020-2021, and it was 9.4% for fiscal year 2021-2022. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. Now it must be visible to all of you that the next few GDP estimates by some organizations have been colored in the similar manner, because all these have the same GDP estimate for India for the fiscal year 2021-2022, which is really very important from the exam point of view. And while remembering these particular GDP estimates, you can easily make the club of International Monetary Fund, RBI, S&P and CRISIL, as all of them have suggested and have forecasted that India's GDP growth rate will be 9.5% for the fiscal year 2021-2022. So we will not be discussing the fiscal year 2020, 2021 and 2022, 2023, because the most important thing for right now for your exams is fiscal year 2021 and 2022. Okay, so if we move ahead, then if we talk about the OECD, then it has projected that India's GDP estimate will be 9.7% for the fiscal year 2021 and 2022. And once again, we are having two organizations which have suggested, which have forecasted India's GDP growth rate to be 10% for year 2021-2022, and these organizations are National Council of Applied Economic Research and Asian Development Bank. See, this particular latest GDP estimates are really very data heavy, and that is the reason that we have compiled all these estimates together for you, so that it will be really very easy for all of you to remember these particular GDP estimates which have been provided, which have been forecasted by various other organizations. And my dear learners, this is not the end. We have more organizations which have forecasted India's GDP growth rate. That is, if we talk about UNCTAD, then it suggests that India's GDP is going to grow by 7.2% for the year 2021. Okay, and if we talk about World Bank, the World Bank has suggested that India's GDP growth rate will be 8.3% for fiscal year 2021-2022, and for the Fitch it will be 8.7%. So Fitch has forecasted India's GDP growth rate to be 8.7% for the fiscal year 2020-21-2022. If we talk about the SBI Eco-Wrap, then it has suggested India's GDP growth rate to be 8.5 to 9% for the fiscal year 2021 and 2022. And the most important, that is the National Statistical Office. See, this particular data is really very important, and you are required to remember that the NSO has suggested, it has forecasted that India's GDP growth rate for the April to June quarter of 2022 will be 20.1%. And apart from that, it has also mentioned that India's contraction was 7.3% for the fiscal year 2020-2021, and this particular data from the NSO is really very important from the exam point of view. So I hope that this is very much clear. See, if we talk about the India's contraction for the year 2020-2021, then most of the organizations have mentioned it as 7.3%. But if we talk about the GDP growth rate for 2021 and 2022, we have some different scenarios which are being given by different organizations, and we have discussed all of them. And now I hope that you will not be able to face any kind of problem in these latest GDP estimates, and these estimates are updated till today. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And my dear learners, that was all from the today's session. I hope that this session was really useful and fruitful to all of you. So all these reports, indices and latest GDP estimates we have discussed in the today's session. So if you have liked the session, please give a thumbs up in the comment section below. And if you have any queries, then you can drop us a mail at hello@edutab.co.in, and you can also call us at 8146207241. So my dear learners, thank you for joining us. Wish you all happy learning.